What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. In this one, we're going to be talking about how some Michigan commits in the 2024 class played in their season openers, including Jaden Davis, Channing Goodwin, Jordan Marshall, and Micah Kapana, as they all had good season opening games. Also, Zaquan Patterson has announced his decision date. Going to be going over all that and Michigan football's Saturday scrimmage and how the team is looking so far, as we are less than 2 weeks away from the season opener. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so I first want to start by talking about how some Michigan commits performed in their first games of the season. It's obviously, the 2024 class. They're all in their senior seasons now, opening it up. And the first couple I want to talk about is Jaden Davis and Channing Goodwin. Obviously, Jaden Davis is the 4-star quarterback committed to Michigan, and Channing Goodwin is the 4-star wide receiver who both play for Providence Day High School. And I'm just going to say this right now. I think it might be time to give back Jaden Davis his 5th star. So Providence Day High School, they opened up the season with a win, 45-35 win over Rock Hill, South Carolina Northwestern High School. They actually played at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. And Jaden Davis completed 24 of 28 passes for 450 yards and 5 touchdowns with 0 interceptions. He played an almost perfect game. He was throwing dimes out there, making plays for his team, and man, did he shine. And Jaden Davis connected with Channing Goodwin multiple times. Channing Goodwin had 150 receiving yards with 2 touchdowns, including one 80-yard touchdown with a connection from obviously Jaden Davis. He played a great game as well. Jordan Shipp, the other 4-star wide receiver that is committed to North Carolina, also had a great game. The reason I bring his name up is because, if Michigan can't get another wide receiver in the 2024 class, I wouldn't be surprised if Michigan, went really hard at Jordan Shipp and tried to flip him before he signs, because he's got great talent as well. But Jaden Davis, Channing Goodwin both played good, and I think it's time to give Jaden Davis back his 5th star. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think, but 24 of 28 for 450 yards and 5 touchdowns in the season opener against Northwestern, who is a really good high school team. But next guy is Jordan Marshall, the 4-star running back commit for Michigan. He had 3 touchdowns on 19 carries and 126 yards rushing. However, his team lost 49-28 against the Indiana powerhouse Ben Davis. He actually scored on a 75-yard touchdown run on the first play of the game, and Marshall also had 4 receptions for 45 yards and a touchdown, so he played good. And also, the 3-star running back commit Micah Kapana rushed for over 200 yards and 3 touchdowns in a 63-42 win over Draper, as Bishop Gorman beats them. He had a 70-yard and a 45-yard run in that game. Wouldn't be surprised if Micah Kapana picked up a 4th star when it's all said and done. He's going to be a great back, very underrated running back. And then the 4-star linebacker commit Jaden Smith, he played good in his season opener with West Charlotte, and he also had a blocked punt that actually led to a touchdown, and his team won 28-19 to open up this season. The 4-star offensive lineman Luke Hamilton opened up his season with Avon, Ohio, and he got the start at right tackle and allowed 0 sacks in a 49-7 win to open up the season. He played really good on the line. Ben Roebuck, the 3-star offensive tackle for St. Edward, also had a good game. He started at right tackle as well, and his team won 27-10 as well. So those are a few Michigan commits that opened up their season good. There's obviously more, but those are the ones that stood out to me. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. Obviously, the big one is Jaden Davis's performance. Also, Jordan Marshall, Channing Goodwin, Micah Kapana. So some good season openers there for the 2024 Michigan commits. Now, I wanted to give another update on Zaquan Patterson. We just made a video giving an update on him. He's obviously the top 104 star safety in the 2024 class. But we talked about him potentially committing and making his decision this week, and that is going to happen, as Patterson will make his commitment and his decision on next Saturday, August 26th. His finalists that he will be choosing over is Michigan, Ohio State, Auburn, Florida State, and Miami. We obviously talked about E.J. Holland of the Wolverine, as right now he thinks Florida State has the most momentum, and if he would make a prediction, he would choose Florida State. However, right now, Florida State, Michigan, and Miami are the favorites to land him right now. Michigan has, been one of the most constant schools involved here with Zaquan Patterson. They impressed him on his visits, and right now they also have his teammate Chris Ewald committed in the 2025 class, the 4-star cornerback. But Zaquan Patterson set to make his decision August 26th on a Saturday next weekend. Would be a huge pickup for Michigan, but do keep in mind, Patterson has told Michigan he will visit for the Ohio State game this fall, according to the Michigan Insider. So even though, wherever he decides to go, that team will have to keep him committed until he's signed. So it's obviously going to go all the way into the National Signing Day, just like with every recruitment. And as for Michigan, they just have to have another great season like they have been having these past 2 seasons, and ultimately live up to the hype that they are, getting right now. And speaking of Michigan's upcoming 2023 national title hoping season, the team is actually holding scrimmages right now, and they held a second scrimmage on Saturday. At least some Michigan Wolverines did. Several of the starters didn't play, and several others were held out as a precaution or due to minor injuries. Players like Will Johnson, Junior Colson, Donovan Edwards, Rod Moore, Trevor Keegan, Zach Zinter, Colson Loveland, Cornelius Johnson, and Roman Wilson were all sidelined. Obviously don't want to get them injured before the season, as we're less than 2 weeks away now. But Chris Bayless of the Wolverine got to see the scrimmage in person, and first of all, he said in an article that they have not heard of no major injuries, so that is very good. And they said they are being very cautious right now. But I said Blake Corum played a bit and he ran well as usual, and he even said that he's ahead of where he was last year in camp. On the offensive line, he said it does seem that Drake Nugent and Carson Barnhart may join Keegan Zinter as probable game 1 starters. Benjamin Hall apparently had a couple nice runs as well. He was the number 2 guy in the scrimmage because CJ Stokes has been nursing a minor injury. Frederick Moore and Carmelo English have been playing well. I tell you what, those 3 freshmen, Carmelo English, Frederick Moore, and Samaj Morgan, they've all been opening some eyes, and all 3 of them definitely got potential. But Ernest Hausman continues to impress, and DJ Waller Jr. apparently looks to be one of the steals in the 2023 class, as he has been playing well, as he is a defensive back for Michigan entering his freshman season. And then Louisville transfer kicker James Turner hit a couple of 40-plus yarders, and Tommy Doman has been punting well, so it seems like James Turner will very likely be our starting kicker, and Tommy Doman will obviously be our punter. So that's what Chris Bayless of the Wolverine had to say about the Saturday scrimmage for Michigan football. But other than that, that is going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you are new around here. I greatly appreciate it. But other than that, we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.